my channel if this is your first time joining. Today I'm going to share with you how I got fired from my ESL job in South Korea. I was living in Los Angeles, California, and I had been on and off acting for the past couple of years, and on and off with different jobs. This entire working world was just really new for me, and trying to understand how to navigate and how to be able to pursue your passion but then also maintain financial stability. So when this opportunity presented itself, I hopped on it. I thought of it as a great opportunity to travel, to meet new people, to experience a new culture. And for me, I had never been out of the US, so this was my opportunity. I sold all my stuff in my apartment, moved out of North Hollywood, went to see my parents before coming straight to South Korea. When I got here, I had training week for my new teaching job. You are placed by the company in a city that needs an English teacher to teach at a private institution called a Hagwon. So it all started in Seoul. Crash course training week. It was very intense. Our teachers were basically trying to turn us into experienced teachers who knew the interface in and out within a week. You can just imagine how tired you are after the jet lag of traveling and then having these intense classes 7 o'clock in the morning, and we wouldn't go home until like 8 or something at night. Very intense, a lot of things to memorize, and then we were also having mock teaching, showing a lesson and then presenting it to the class in front of a bunch of adults. So that you're gonna have that confidence when you get in front of a class, because ultimately it is challenging. I did not think I was gonna pass because I froze up 3 days. Like, I really was bad. I would stand up and it's like my mind would just go blank. I couldn't remember anything. I was so nervous. Like, I crashed and burned that thing like 3 days out of training week. Maybe the second to last day where everything kind of fell together. I got my rhythm going, I had my confidence going, and I was really able to deliver. After I found out I passed, which is a big relief, because the entire week everybody's stressed out, or not, depending on what kind of teacher you get. But my teacher was hard on us. So there was me and one other guy, and we were set to go to the same school. Once we found out we passed, oh my God, like, it was a party, we passed, we're finally gonna go, we're gonna see our apartment, it's gonna be so exciting, we're gonna get these kids, it's gonna be like everything I hoped for, right? Yeah. Yeah. Needless to say, you know, it wasn't everything I hoped for, everything that glitters ain't gold. However you want to word it, you feel me? That's how I was feeling. Now, the first week, I'm really just trying to get my feel. I don't want to be too friendly because I was more concerned with classroom management. First and foremost, I'm your teacher, not your friend. I was getting more and more confident with working with the tablet. I felt that I was gonna be okay. So the other guy that I came to the school with was having a bit of a harder time. So I first started seeing things through him. Everything he did, there was an issue, and I just couldn't understand it. And I was like, you know, hey, like, you know, just really trying to comfort him and work through some of the issues, because in my mind I said, you know, well, maybe there's something that you're doing wrong, or maybe there's some adjustments that need to be made so that you're not taking everything so personally. First major issue we had was the payday. Other teachers that I talked to that worked at other schools told me that their payday is on a set day. That's how it works. Unfortunately, for some reason, the school that I was at, we did not have a set payday. Every employee at my school had a different day to be paid. The only way I survived was off my savings and off the fact that I got reimbursed for my flight ticket. However, my other friend who started at the same time as me did not receive any pay. And we started on the same day, so I thought it was a little weird. Like, yeah, maybe, you know, I just kept making up these justifications. I'm like, maybe, you know, he'll get paid later. He never gets paid. He left. Everything just seemed to kind of have a domino effect. So all of his hours got added to the other employees. It was really stressful. Then it was just red flag after red flag. I was given a class that I was not trained to teach. No guideline for the class. I had to pretty much teach myself everything, in which I had known nothing about debate. And then the students were complaining because I didn't really know, or maybe the teacher before me had a different teaching style. Next thing I know, there were 3 or 4 other teachers that had quit. This is my 2nd month of being at this school, okay? So then I'm realizing, like, maybe it wasn't him. All right, these issues are starting to become a little bit more frequent. I'm seeing teachers come and go. The retention rate is extremely low. My payday doesn't come on time. One employee had been about a month late. And so at this point, I'm not feeling it, y'all. I'm really not. I'm like, if I'm coming to work on time, I'm expecting to be paid on time. First was the pay thing. My pay never came on time. Second was the classes that I was given that I wasn't trained for. I started getting so many complaints from the manager just about how I was teaching the class, what I was doing, different things that the students had issues with. It was like a switch just flipped, and it was like, yo, like, I haven't even been trained for this. Like, this is ridiculous. I can't internalize all this. I can't be stressing myself out. So a lot of this I was trying to explain to my owner of the school, and she was not understanding. She was really hard on me, to the point where I was crying, guys. Like, I would go to the bathroom during the breaks and I would just be like bawling, and then I would have to go to class, clean up my face, wash my face, and just act like nothing was happening. I was taking it so hard. I had devoted so much time and energy to coming out here and really just having the time to explore what I wanted to do after Korea. As a seed, sometimes you tend to think that you're buried, but let me let you know, God is planting you, okay? He's planting you. Sometimes in those seasons where you feel like you've just been buried and you can't see the sun, baby, He gonna water you. Gonna be these situations that are gonna put you in an uncomfortable place. I had to be proud within myself and say, Megan, you did the best that you could do. You prepped with what you have been given. You did not slack off. You weren't being lazy. You know what I'm saying? From my perspective, I did everything that I could have done, and to me, that's all that mattered. Me and the owner started butting heads a lot, and I just started feeling really uneasy. When I would go to work, I would just avoid her altogether. Like, it was just like a negative energy, and I just would want to like beeline to my room, like, don't say anything to me, I'm coming, I'm just do my job, I'm gonna leave. So now I'm teaching younger kids when I was trained to teach older kids. I was explained maybe for 30 minutes before the class started by another teacher whose native tongue is Korean. Misunderstanding after misunderstanding started happening, the language barrier, me thinking I understood what she was saying, but I didn't. Maybe it was a Mercury retrograde going on. Your girl didn't know what was happening, okay? I'm lost. All right, so then we changed my schedule again. I started to basically adopt a meditative state when I was going into work, and I was overwhelmed. Every time we talked, we would butt heads. She would throw temper tantrums. She was throwing stuff across the desk, and I just couldn't understand. Like, I'm like, you are an adult. And this relationship is extremely unprofessional. Now my manager is coming to me and she's bullying me. Okay, so I had made a mistake in one of my classes and taught the wrong lesson. She came to me and she was like yelling about the situation, and I said, look, I am human and I made a mistake. I own up to that mistake, and I would love to help, you know what I'm saying, create a solution for the problem. I did teach the wrong lesson. However, I was prepared. I just prepped the wrong lesson. Mistakes happen. I am human, and I am willing to help you fix this. Well, we have parents that pay to send their kids to come here, and you have to pay. Are you gonna pay the parents back? Absolutely not. I will not be paying those parents back, but I do apologize for the situation. And again, if you want my help, I can assist you in trying to do that. But you're the teacher. You're not supposed to make mistakes. I said, well, ma'am, I am human and I make mistakes, and that's just what happens. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I was physically saying with my body was like, I'm not even finna make that my problem, boo. Because God is the head of my life, boo. God is my Lord and Savior, okay? So you're not about to stress me out. And like my grandma always said, don't let nobody steal your joy, okay? And how social media always said, Ray Charles to the bull, bleep. All right, so at this point, y'all, when I say I spoke it, I put it out there in the universe, and I said, Lord, I really just want them to fire me. I had signed a contract for a year, and if I put in my resignation, they would need a 2 months notice, 65 days. She calls me into her office, and this was like Thursday. She calls me into her office, and I already knew. I had a feeling. I saw a paper upside down on the desk, and I could see through it because it required a signature. I said, they fired me. Y'all, when I say she must have fixed her mouth, she was like, I'm so sorry. I said, hand me the pen. Hand me the pen, okay? Cardi B voice, baby. Where's my pen? I'm signing, honey. All right, I was ready. I was ready. So she handed me that pen, and because they terminated me, I had a month to leave. And so if I would have quit, I would have had to put in 65 days. But because they let me go, hallelujah, it's a 30-day notice. Okay, so next month, mid-April will be my last day. I'm packing up, baby. And she said, I'll even write you a letter of recommendation in case you want to teach at another school. Won't you do it? I'm a creative. I have to be in that environment to be fulfilled. If I'm gonna face challenges, it needs to be doing something that I truly have a passion for. So I just wanted to come and share with you guys some of the trials and tribulations and things that I've been going through in the past couple months. But again, like I tell you, if God buries your seed, boo, it's not buried, it's planted, you're gonna bloom. The spring is coming. Let's get in this mindset and just be ready for the blessings that God is going to pour on you, because when you feel like you're going through a storm, trust me, there's flowers, there's beauty, there's new life, there's rejuvenation in that fresh rain smell after the storm, baby. I love you. Peace out. Bloom, keep blooming, keep glowing different. I love y'all. Y'all are everything, okay? Peace, love, blessings.